It's about our amazing girls. 98 Girls Inc. of Orange County graduates here tonight represented. So proud of these girls. Let's take a moment and fill up that chat box with all kinds of love and support for these girls who through a pandemic persevered, continued, completed school, completed high school, and are now truly college bound and heading off to the college that best fits their higher education needs. We're so proud of our girls, and we're so honored that we played a part in their journey into higher education. Supported by incredible mentors, an amazing staff of educators, our girls are being celebrated tonight. So what is a college shower? What's it all about? The whole purpose of this shower is to celebrate our girls. For women, we often get celebrated when we have a baby, when we get married. Girls Inc. wants to change all that. Those two things are fine, but let's celebrate girls when they pursue higher education. And that is the genesis of the college shower. So tonight, we'll be celebrating our 98 graduates as they move on from this phase of their life into higher education. We'll be sharing some of their highlights of their achievements from the past few years, their journey with Girls Inc. of Orange County, how we played a part in their role in pursuing higher education. And you'll get to hear from 5 incredible girls tonight live as they present speeches and share a bit more about their lives and their journey. Without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to our Commander-in-Chief, our CEO, Lucy Santana. Lucy, you want to start and share a little bit more about College Shower and where you went to school too?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jessica, and welcome everybody to our annual College Shower. I am a proud Cal State Fullerton alumna. Go Titans. And I was also the first in my family to graduate from college. So I am so very proud of all of you girls that are here today joining us and showing how your dedication to your own education in your life. And we are so proud to celebrate you today. So I have the honor and the pleasure to just welcome you, but also to share just really quickly a little bit about the College Shower. This is probably about our 10th year doing an official College Shower and celebrating our girls going off to the next journey in their life. And how we had the idea from the College Shower was a couple of ways. One is we've been doing our college bound programming for many more than 10 years, probably closer to 20 years. We've also celebrated our national scholars when they apply for our scholarships from our national organization. And one year we were getting ready to send off one of our girls to college, and we were so excited, and we were talking to her about, are you ready, for college? She had been accepted to Springfield College in Massachusetts, and our college bound coordinator at the time was kind of going through a checklist like, hey, so do you have your winter coats? Do you have your boots? Do you need this? And she was like, I don't have any of that. Do you think my Uggs will do? Do you think this jacket will do? And what we realized was that we had prepared her so well to get into college and made sure that she was getting the grades and she was learning about the A through G requirements, but we had sort of missed a little bit about how she was going to assimilate and acclimate to the new weather, to her new campus. And so that's really where we started talking about what do we need to do to ensure that they have a full rounded experience as they're going off to college. And that's where we reached out to our friends, our donors, and started saying, hey, we need to send Helen off to college in the next 2 weeks. How can you help? And people, lo and behold, stood up and took up the challenge, and we got her everything that she needed in those 2 weeks to start off her 4 years at Springfield College in Massachusetts off in a great start. We were able to get her a mentor which we know to this date, and she is now in her 30s. She still connects with her mentor, and they still have an amazing relationship. And so for us, that was the start of a beautiful idea in terms of making sure that we were not only just celebrating our girls and getting into college, but that we were celebrating them in the right way to get started. So without everybody's support here, whether you're a mentor, whether you're a donor, whether you're just a cheerleader on the sidelines, making sure that we are celebrating our girls' accomplishments, or whether you yourself are girls that are going off to college, we're so proud of you because we know that it takes a lot of work and dedication. And so thank you all of you for being here today. Thank you for making the college shower an opportunity for our girls to get started in their next journey in life in the right way. So thank you so much. And I'm going to turn it back to our program. Enjoy the show.
Thank you so much, Lucy. Thank you for sharing. This whole entire program would not be possible without our incredible Women for Girls. So I'd like to share a little video that gives more information about how they've supported our girls and what our girls will be receiving. Just a quick note before we continue. To help facilitate your best viewing experience, you might want to select the view that is the gallery view. So if you go in your upper right-hand corner, you'll see a little grid with about 6 squares. And you'll want to click that, it says view, and then drop down to gallery view. You might have the default setting in speaker view. Many of us prefer gallery view, so you can see so many more faces of our guests and our girls.
My name is Teresa Kurtz. I'm with ADP. I'm a client service manager there, and I have been involved with Girls Inc. and Women for Girls somewhere between, I would say, 8 and 10 years. So Women for Girls is an ancillary group of Girls Inc. We are a group of women that really believe in the mission of strong, smart, and bold. So exactly what we're wanting our Girls Inc. girls to be is the women that we're interacting with in this group. We are fairly involved in this event in helping to either raise money to purchase items, or a lot of us run drives at our company. Most, if not all of us, are mentors to the girls as part of the mentor program. It's kind of funny to see what sort of donations we get and what amazing and generous, donors we have. Ooh. All sorts of fun stuff. So just some sort of necessities that'll help them get through year one, right? I like to look at it as everything tangible that we can give you to make year one successful, that the girls just then don't have to worry about it, right? It's ready for them, so they know that they have it, and it's one less thing for the girls to worry about it. Putting those baskets together, it's just a fun night overall to get to see, the fruits of your labor, right? We've been working on putting this event together for a while, and it's just fun to see it all come together. Just be bold. Don't let fear dictate your choices. We're all afraid every day, right? And just don't let the fear of making a decision dictate why you're making that decision. Listen to the people that are in your corner. You have all of us Women for Girls members. Girls Inc. stands behind you. Even once you go off to college, we all stand behind you. We're all rooting for your success from the sideline.
A huge, huge, huge thank you to Teresa and to the Women for Girls, for everyone that has helped and donated and supported the totes. Girls, you have quite the treat in store for you, and I know you'll be connecting with our team to make sure that you're able to get your tote and pick it up. We saw a little sneak preview in there. So at this time, I would like to introduce our first girl speaker. Our first speaker tonight is Andrea Nella. Andrea Nella was recently selected as one of the Angels Baseball Foundation Scholars, which is a highly competitive scholarship for high school seniors here in Orange County. In addition to graduating from high school with her associate's degree already secured, completed, Andrea Nella is also the co-founder of a community organization in Orange County. Tonight, she raises her voice and shares her journey. It is my pleasure to introduce Andrea Nella.
When I'm excited, I tend to speak more than I normally do. I light up and I share what's on my mind. As a kid, I didn't see anything wrong with that. But for my father, a proper little girl shouldn't talk too much. He would turn and tell me, "Te miras más bonita calladita. You look prettier when you're quiet." This phrase echoed for many years to come. Each time I was told that, the light inside of me dimmed, making me feel like my opinions didn't matter, or that I didn't have a voice in the conversation. It took me a long time to get out of the shell I was forced to be in. But throughout the years, I picked up qualities that have helped tremendously with my confidence, not only as a leader, but as an individual. For example, I've always been a go with the flow gal because I found it easier to just nod and smile back. But now I don't hesitate to question or suggest an idea, something I was terrified of doing before. I'm able to do this because I learned that communication is key in every aspect of life and that unfortunately people aren't mind readers. However, I'm still growing because each time I voice my opinion, my heart pounds so hard I think I'm dying. Advocating for myself makes me nervous, but I still do it, just in my own way. I know it will always be intimidating, but as long as I speak my truth unapologetically, I'm able to unmute the voice that had been buried inside of me for a really long time. And even though I still have a long way to go, I can't forget to mention and thank my community for being with me throughout this journey. And shout outs to Girls Inc. for always being there this past year. The organizations and individuals that make up my community are what inspire me to make a positive impact on my corner of the world. Most noticeably, I co-founded my own community organization called Taboo Talks, where our goal is to promote vulnerability, self-expression, and discussion on stigmatized topics among youth. I created it because I don't want anyone to feel voiceless like how I did for most of my life. That is what makes me fight for Taboo Talks and everything that I do. I continue to push when sometimes I feel defeated, but I know this is bigger than me. It isn't just a fight to prove something to myself and others. It's a fight to be heard, to be seen, to be acknowledged, and the conversation isn't over. It has only begun.
Andrea Nella, thank you so much for sharing your story, raising your voice, and allowing us to be a part of your journey. Y'all, please fill up that chat box with lots of love and support from Andrea Nella. I've already see it going. Andrea and Nella, make sure you please check out the chat box and see all the love that you are receiving, and also the emojis on our screens as well. Andrea Nella is just one example of the amazing girls that are graduating this year, and one of 5 incredible girls that will be sharing their story this evening. Here are some more incredible achievements from our graduates this year.
This is Sophia. In the fall, she will be attending USC as a civil engineering major. Sophia received the 2021 National Honorable Mention of the National Center for Women in Information Technology Award for Aspirations in Computing. Of the more than 4,200 applications for the award, Sophia ranked in the top 9% of all applicants. In 10 years, Sophia wants to be traveling the world and making her dream of opening an architectural firm and bakery come true. This is Husna. In the fall, she will be attending University of California, Berkeley as a sociology major. In the 5th grade, she founded an organization called Mercy to Humanity. Mercy to Humanity serves and shows kindness to those in need. Since the beginning of the pandemic, they have distributed thousands of sanitary kits that contain masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer to people who are homeless, incarcerated, low income, and refugees. In 10 years, she hopes to have graduated medical school and to have continued growing Mercy to Humanity. This is Daniela. In the fall, she will be attending Northeastern University as an electrical and computer engineering major. This year, Daniela received the Santa Ana Difference Maker Award. This award is given to one student per school in the Santa Ana Unified School District who has made an impact within their school and their community. In 10 years, she hopes to be working at a tech company to help design and develop new devices that help others.
My name is Eileen Tran. I'm committed to UC Riverside to study psychology. One accomplishment that I have was working with Girls Inc. and discovering the Warrior Woman Club through a fellow participant, and I became an official blog writer in this Warrior Woman Club. In Warrior Woman, I construct blog posts pertaining to humanitarian issues and also social issues around the world. In 10 years, I hope to be studying medicine to become either a child psychiatrist or a pediatrician. What I want to do is destigmatize mental health for growing individuals.
And this is what it means to be a Girls Inc. girl. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Brooke, who will be introducing our next speaker.
Whew, all right, I'm just trying to keep it together after that video. Gratitude overflows for each and every one of you. But I have the incredible honor to introduce our next speaker, Tara. She is recently selected as one of our Angel Scholarship winners, and she has been such light and positivity and just overall incredible person throughout the entirety of College Bound and beyond. I am really happy to introduce her.
A light at the end of a tunnel. In a year filled with immense uncertainty, insecurity, and indescribable loss, Girls Inc. was just that, a light at the end of a tunnel. Hello, my name is Tara, and I am a college-bound participant. This past year, the pandemic hindered my ability to directly communicate with my peers, my mentors, and my instructors throughout the college application and preparation season. But Girls Inc.'s college-bound program allowed me to adapt through the ever-changing climate of our world and gain the resources and advocacy I needed to apply to college. Regardless of the elements of life that were absent this past year, I've learned a great deal about myself and my abilities to succeed. This pandemic has given me the opportunity to reflect, and reflection has galvanized me to visualize my goals and aspirations and find ways in which I can bring them to life. Before the coronavirus pandemic became prominent, applying and enrolling into a four-year university was an unfathomable concept due to financial barriers, first-generation status, and a lack of resources. Girls Inc. introduced me to the Angels Foundation and the opportunity of potentially being able to be a part of a network of scholars comprised of individuals who can teach me, challenge my perspective, make me a stronger person, as well as the monetary resources to obtain my degree in neuroscience. Today, I can proudly say that I plan to be a first-generation student at the University of Southern California thanks to the opportunities that were brought to me by Girls Inc. My time being a member of the Girls Inc. family has brought so many moments of opportunity, reflection, hope, and joy. And I'm internally grateful to have become part of a community of empowering women that made me realize I have the potential to achieve greatness. Girls Inc. bridged each and every gap that hindered me from entering higher education and gave me the hope of attaining a college degree. In a world where there are a plethora of barriers and restrictions for young women to gain advocacy and the resources to achieve their goals, Girls Inc. is an outlier. It is the exception to the rule and the rejection of the stereotype that young women are powerless. It is the support every young woman needs to be strong, smart, and bold. I simply would not be where I am today with all these connections to amazing young women and leaders in our community without Girls Inc. Thank you.
Tara, thank you so much for sharing your journey and allowing Girls Inc. to be a part of it. Chat box, do your thing. Send that love over to Tara. We know that she's headed for amazing things. She's shared some of those in her speech. She hinted at the Angel Scholarship, and you've now heard that 2 of our girls have mentioned this Angel Scholarship. We have several other scholarships that we want to take mention of this evening and talk about our girls and what they've achieved and how Girls Inc. has helped assist them in securing financial aid and support for their college journey. The first one that we would like to share is the Gina Reed Family Foundation Scholarship, which will be supporting 4 incredible girls in their college journey for all 4 years of their higher education. Ria, Graciela, Stephanie, and Joycey are all recipients of the Gina Reed Family Foundation Scholarship. Girls will receive $5,000 for all 4 years of college. The next scholarship is the Fowler Meltzer Scholarship. Jessie and Gabriela are both recipients this year and will receive $5,000 towards their higher education goals. The Samuel P. Adams Trust Scholarship will be awarding 3 girls with a scholarship. And this is a new exciting announcement. Jeanette, Laura, and Wen, congratulations. You are all recipients of the Samuel P. Adams Trust Scholarship and will receive $1,000 towards your higher education, books, and any other things you need to purchase to support your education. All of those scholarships are unique to Girls Inc. of Orange County, and they can only be found for our Girls Inc. girls here at Girls Inc. of OC. This next scholarship is one that is offered through our national office, as Girls Inc. of Orange County is one affiliate out of several dozen across the country and in Canada. But every year we have stellar representation from Girls Inc. of Orange County, where our girls are awarded a Girls Inc. National Scholarship. This year, Guadalupe and Ria were both recipients of the Girls Inc. National Scholarship. Guadalupe received $20,000 towards higher education, and Ria, $5,000. And the Angels Baseball Foundation Scholarship. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time in the history of Girls Inc. that we have had 3 Girls Inc. girls chosen to receive the Angels Baseball Foundation Scholarship. This is a unique scholarship because it's a gap scholarship, and it takes care of any cost, any amount that the family or the girl is unable to provide for themselves, or they don't have additional support or financial aid for. So everything and anything the Angels Baseball Foundation Scholarship will cover. 3 of our Girls Inc. girls this year have been awarded the Angels Baseball Foundation Gap Scholarship. Congratulations to all of our scholars, all of our scholarship recipients, all of our girls who have worked hard to ensure that they not only gained acceptance to the school of their dreams, but found the means to fund their college experience. And again, we're so proud and honored that we could assist in that process. Thank you so much to those individuals who were able to make those scholarships possible. Thank you so much to Mike Adams, to Gina Reed, to the Jane Fowler and Ellen Meltzer Scholarship, who I think are here this evening. Thank you so much for making these scholarships possible for our girls and assisting them in pursuing the higher education of their dreams. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Yesenia, who will share a bit about our next girl speaker.
All right. Hello, everyone. A huge congratulations once again to all of our scholarship winners. I've said it before and I will say it again. You are each so deserving, And so we, congrats. So now, first let me introduce myself. My name is Yesenia. I am one of the college and career coordinators here at Girls Inc. of Orange County. And our third girl speaker tonight is going to be Pranathi K, who has served as a Girls Inc. ambassador several times during her time as a Girls Inc. girl and demonstrates her boldness and her leadership daily. From creating her own club for students with disabilities and special needs to volunteering at a food bank, she has shown her commitment in creating and fostering change. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Pranathi K.
Good evening, fellow graduates, friends, and the wonderful audience of Girls Inc. To just introduce myself a little, my name is Pranathi. My favorite color is pink. I'm 17 years old, know 5 languages, and I'm a lover of all things Disney. I'll be going to UCLA this fall to study bioengineering with a specialization in computer science. After 13 years of school education, we all accomplished one of the first biggest milestones in our lives, high school graduation, and we accomplished it in the most non-traditional way possible. I set foot into Portola High School with jeans, a t-shirt, backpack, a lunch bag in my right hand, and my middle school friends. Fast forward just a month, my normal school outfit was exchanged with a marching band uniform, my backpack with a sports bag, my lunch bag with a saxophone case, alongside my new family and friends. Reflecting back on my high school experience, I was a part of the girls' basketball team, peer tutoring, student government, pink ribbon club, mock trial, speech and debate, girls' tennis, choir, percussion ensemble, link crew, marching band, among other things, like building a solar-powered water desalination device. But being one of the only girls in my school's robotics team and founding a club where we fight for the equality of students with special needs and disabilities led me to discover parts of myself I didn't know were within. As I leave my own community to soon become a member of another in college, I intend to continue advocating for inclusivity, fostering innovative thought, and providing light and water for other ideas to root. Every single day, we all grew stronger both mentally and physically. Our debates and Socratic seminars and academic classes pushed us to share unique perspectives, which became a basis to learn about ourselves. We grew into mature young adults through the values of integrity, respect, perseverance, empathy, and drive. Before I joined Girls Inc., freshman and sophomore year went by in the blink of an eye, and suddenly I was a junior, waiting to experience a normal high school experience until March 13th, 2020, a week that changed our lives. We celebrated with happiness after getting an extra week of spring break, more time to sleep in, and more time to study for AP tests. But soon enough, that break prolonged to months and seemed to never end. During the pandemic, I juggled internships, research programs, college applications with the newfound love of baking. I felt lost trying to find peace in the time of chaos, so relied heavily on my family at Girls Inc., and I was able to find a safe haven through programs like Eureka and G3, along with the College Bound program. The coronavirus pandemic took away my everyday lives. Staying indoors, no more sports practices, no more choir concerts, club meetings, or robotics competitions, or even labs in physics and bio class. My life was on halt. But guess what? A global pandemic was not going to stop me. With the support of Girls Inc., my friends and I found ways to revamp everything important in our lives. We led virtual club meetings, helped our community, took jobs as essential workers, and adapted our lives to not be stopped by a pandemic. Many of us have been or know someone impacted by the pandemic, but rather than being taken aback, we put ourselves 2 steps forwards to make the best of each day. Girls Inc. provided a blueprint for our high school experience, and I would not be the person I am today without the Girls Inc. community. The emotional and personal motivation I received led me to take upon new opportunities. In fact, I was empowered enough to be able to work on a project about cervical cancer cells and give a TED Talk about it. The resilience each and every one of us have shown is unlike any other graduating class. We, the class of 2021, did it. We strived and succeeded in a global pandemic and proved not only to the world, but to ourselves that we are ready to be the future of technology, medicine, sports, business, among other things, and lead our community towards a future where dreams become a reality. We graduated in the hardest of times, and we won't stop there. Every single one of us holds a valuable place in the world, and there's no hardship that will stop us. The class of 2021 set a legacy and will continue to do so throughout the largest milestones in our lives. Girls Inc. gifted us the tools and resources needed for the next stages in our lives, and it is our promise to you that we will craft it and use it for a better future. Thank you.
I am speechless, Pranathi. Thank you so much for sharing your voice, raising your voice here this evening. Chat box is filling up with so much love. I think everyone here is inspired by you. Incredible words, incredible legacy, Pranathi. Thank you. I'd like to now turn it over to Orlita, who will share some thank yous.
Thank you, Jessica. Hello, everyone. My name is Orlita Azevedo. I'm the Director of Corporate Engagement for Girls, Inc. Gosh, what a lovely night. I'm so excited, like all of you, the opportunity to celebrate our girls, celebrate our graduates. But we'd also like to thank all of you for joining us, all of you for contributing and supporting and making this opportunity for our girls special through our college shower reception. We'd also like to acknowledge our corporate partners, our individuals, all of our auxiliary groups and individual contributors, and really supporting the college shower baskets, or actually the totes this year. We did look at, what would best benefit for the girls this year, our graduating class. So we really wanted to focus on changing it up a bit to include technology, dorm room supplies, toiletry items, school supplies. And we were just so successful. And thanks to all of you, our contributors, for helping us out, for donating, for contributing, to help this be successful and for us to be able to supply and provide 98 tote bags for our graduating class. We also, I think it was over $8,000 that was donated via our Amazon wish list alone. So again, thank you so much for contributing to that. Amongst that, we also had in-kind donations from some of our corporate partners. We had over 128 individuals contribute and help support the supply drives. So again, thank all of you for your contributions, for your support, and really making this a special event for the girls. And we're so excited to be able to present the girls with their tote bags, which will really start them off on that right step to a successful first year of their college experience. So thank you all again for your contributions. We would not be able to do this without you. And this is just a tribute to, our community. When the community comes together, we really are able to make great things happen. So thank you all for your contributions to our graduating class of 2021.
Thank you so much, Orlita. And thank you again to all of our supporters and our sponsors. Congratulations to our girls. Emily, if you would like to please join me in announcing and welcoming our next girl speaker.
Absolutely, an honor to share space with all these amazing graduates. Hi everyone, my name is Emily. I am one of the college and career coordinators here at Girls Inc. of Orange County. I have the absolute honor and pleasure to introduce our third speaker, Nguyen L. Nguyen has a contagious affection and enthusiasm for Girls Inc. programming. She recently served as an ambassador for the Girls Inc. Better Together annual event and has just been stellar at every program she joins. We are excited to have Nguyen share her journey to be in college bound with you all tonight. And without further ado, Nguyen, take it away.
If you find a book you really want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. Toni Morrison. Hello, everyone. My name is Nguyen. 4 years ago, my family and I immigrated from Vietnam to the United States. I was not entirely certain how I am going to write a new chapter of my life in this new land. Sitting on the plane, I experienced a wide range of emotion, from the utmost excitement about the United States to the absolute anxiety. The first 2 years of living in Georgia were the hardest. I remember vividly those days that I heavily relied on Google Translate to communicate with other people. The financial burden since my parents were grappling to find jobs when we first arrived, and the lack of Asian representation in my school community. All of those challenges render me fear, confusion, and uncertainty, but also resilient. I want to use my competence to combat all of those challenges. Every day, I take a little step forward. Within a year, I founded the Welcoming Committee Club with the purpose to help immigrant students assimilate to the American culture at my school. I want to create a place for embracement from the feeling of being ostracized and make sure that no other student feel this way. From my experience of being in a 1.5 immigrant generation, I deliver my story to the Northeast Georgia creative writing competition, and fortunately, I received first place for my submission. Although I am happy for the award, it was also a moment that illuminates my dream of advocating and represent the immigrant community as I witnessed the lack of Asian voice and representation in the writing world. After 2 short years of living in Georgia, my family decided to move across the country to California. Moving from the East Coast to the West Coast became my new challenge as I readjust myself for an entire new school environment and curriculum, push myself to make new friends. I also learned to share other burdens with my immigrant parents. I became their translator whenever we went to places like the DMV, the bank, retail store, etc. I also helped them pay bills online, translated tax paperwork, and called the internet services when the internet goes out. The experiences do not only help me to become more mature and gain compassion for my parents, but also bolster my love for the immigrant community who's in deeply need of help. Until the arrival of the pandemic this year, I realized that there are times I cannot maintain my strong and positive attitude. With the effect of school closure, distant learning, changes within the college application process, and limited direct help from my teachers, I became lost and exhausted. Girls Inc. became the only source of strength for me during the strenuous college application process. From the first Zoom sessions, I can feel the embracement, encouragement, and strong sense of community despite all of our interaction being virtual. I cannot describe how appreciative I am towards all of my Girls Inc. staff and my Grad Lab advisors. They provided me the support from day one that I entered the program to the day I submitted my application. All of the Girl Inc. staff were always by my side to inspire, encourage, and support me. The Grad Lab program did not just solely focus on the college application, although the program went above and beyond the expectation in helping us with our college essay, offering office hour, providing information about scholarship. Every staff member is passionate about educating us on topics that we wish to discuss, yet we never had that opportunity in our school community. I can say with confidence that my passion for political science and laws was strongly developed during the time I participated in Grad Lab. Thanks to all the insightful discussion during the workshops such as SHIVOS, PIMCO, and other external organization that was provided by Girls Inc., I learned more about my community and grew my passion to help marginalized community. As I approach the end of my high school journey, I am proud to say that I will graduate with a rank of 12 out of 500 students in my school. I am honored to be featured in the Tableau magazine and once again share my immigrant journey. Last March, I was honored to be accepted by 9 university, UCLA, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, UC Davis, UC Hawaii, Cal State Long Beach, Cal State Norwich, Cal State Chico, Cal State LA, and I am proud to say that UCLA will be my home for the next 4 years. Even though this year is my first time joining Girls Inc., I am privileged to be in such an inspiring and powerful community. I cannot be more fortunate to be able to learn from every single amazing and wonderful woman in this program. All of your phenomenal resilience, passion, and dedication have inspired me to continue learning, making positive changes, and empowering the next generation of women in our society. With a long journey ahead, I continue to write next chapters of my life in the book that I want to read.
Nguyen, we are so proud of you and so honored to be part of your journey. Thank you so much for sharing. I see a lot of tears. We're getting emotional. Thank you so much. Nguyen's a great example of a Girls Inc. girl because of everything she's accomplished and achieved and the way that she has really seized the opportunities that Girls Inc. provides. Nguyen's one of those girls that takes advantage of the college bound office hours. And if we have a career panel or a roundtable or an event, an opportunity for an ambassadorship, Nguyen raises her hand and she jumps in. And so we're so excited that we're able to support Nguyen, and she is truly an example of being a Girls Inc. girl. Part of the Girls Inc. experience in College Bound is the support, the education, the mentorship they receive from incredible staff members, those that you've been able to meet this evening, from our volunteers. Another way that we support our girls is providing them with technology, needed more than ever in this age of pandemic. Through several donations that we received from the MoCA Foundation, we were able, and some others, we were able to secure laptops and Chromebooks for all of our girls who needed technology this year. So every single college-bound participant had access to a new Chromebook or a laptop based on whatever their preference was. In addition, our recipients of the Gina Reed Family Foundation Scholarship will also be receiving a brand new laptop computer to prepare them for college. Thank you again for everyone that has assisted in securing technology for our girls so that they can access Girls Inc. programming, and they'll be able to use that to access their higher education in the future. So now we would like to have your very typical pomp and circumstance moment where we announce all of our girls, our incredible graduates, their names, and where they will be headed off to school.
Abla G, California State University, Dominguez Hills. Adrian H, Cypress College. Eileen T, University of California, Riverside. Aisha M, University of California, Irvine. Allison C, University of Texas, Dallas. Amy N, University of California, Irvine. Amy S, University of California, Los Angeles. Anna L, Orange Coast College. Anayeli S, Syracuse University. Andrea Nella O, University of California, Los Angeles. Ariadne A, California State University, Long Beach. Ashley O, Marymount, California University. Brenda G, Claremont McKenna College. Brianna C, Orange Coast College. Bridget C, University of California, Santa Barbara. Bridget P, California State University, Chico. Brianna A, Chapman University. Carmen B, Sustainable Studies Program. Celeste K, University of California, Berkeley. Christy N, Amherst College. Karina S, Scripps College. Daisy A, California State University, Fullerton. Daniela L, California State University, Fullerton. Daniela S, Northeastern University. Denise G, Santa Ana College. Esmeralda M, University of California, Riverside. Asui T, Drexel University. Farida M, Irvine Valley College. Gabriela G, California State University, Fullerton. Genesis D, Cypress College. Graciela G, California State University, Fullerton. Guadalupe O, University of California, Los Angeles. Guadalupe O, California State University, Fullerton. Hannah S, California State University, Long Beach. Husna F, University of California, Berkeley. Isabel O, University of California, Los Angeles. Isabella P, California State University, Long Beach. Jane Z, University of California, Los Angeles. Janelle F, University of California, Irvine. Jeanette C, University of California, Riverside.
Jessie S, California State University, Fullerton. Joycey M, Orange Coast College. Kylie T, Flight School. Kaylee H, California State University, Fullerton. Kelly M, California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. Christy K, California State University, Fullerton. Laura M, University of California, Berkeley. Madeline W, Boston University. Maggie S, California State University, Fullerton. Mai V, Princeton University. Marcela R, University of Chicago. Maya P, University of California, Los Angeles. Melis P, University of California, Santa Cruz. Melissa N, Pierce College. Melissa T, University of California, Los Angeles. Mia J, University of California, San Diego. Mia R, Chaffey College. Michelle J, University of California, Irvine. Mona T, Irvine Valley College. Neha M, University of California, Irvine. Nguyen L, University of California, Los Angeles. Nicole H, University of California, Riverside. Norma D, California State University, Long Beach. Odalis C, University of California, Los Angeles. Paige C, University of California, Irvine. Paulina V, University of California, San Diego. Pranathi K, University of California, Los Angeles. Rain S, Irvine Valley College. Riley S, Grand Canyon University. Ria U, University of California, Berkeley. Sabrina C, University of California, Irvine. Sanaya M, Hampton University. Sharik R, University of California, Riverside. Sophia V, University of Southern California. Stephanie L, Vanguard University of Southern California. Talita T, Pepperdine University. Tanya K, University of California, San Diego. Tara M, University of Southern California. Valeria Z, California State University, Long Beach. Vera L, University of California, Berkeley. Vivi A, University of California, Irvine. Yana K, University of California, Irvine. Zena G, University of California, San Diego.
From A to Z, those are our Girls Inc. grads for 2021. Congratulations, girls. So exciting to see what schools you'll be representing and the majors that you're declaring. I have to give a personal note. Just so excited to see so many STEM futures for our girls. How cool is that? Girls Inc. girls pursuing those non-traditional female majors. Love seeing that. Proud of all of our girls, all of their accomplishments, and all of their achievements. And now we would like to introduce our fifth and final girl speaker for the evening. Jessie has been a Girls Inc. girl longer than most of us have been even working at Girls Inc. Jessie has participated in nearly every program and has even been instrumental in supporting our programs as a Girls Inc. intern and in bringing our programming to new schools in the county. She typifies what it means to be strong, smart, and bold with her measured tenacity, her quiet confidence, and her unabashed fierceness. It is my pleasure to introduce Jessie.
Thank you for such a lovely introduction. You're gonna make me cry. Hi everybody, I'm Jessie and I've been a Girls Inc. girl for 5 years now. When I was 13, I thought that it was a fact that I was never gonna go to college. I didn't think that there was any reason that I should believe I should go to college. My mom immigrated from Guatemala when she was only 16, and she only ever received her GED. My dad never pursued an education beyond high school, and both of my brothers dropped out of their first semesters at community college. My family also always struggled financially, and that was a big obstacle in what was supposed to be a clear vision of my future. When I was 14, I participated in Girls Inc. of Orange County's Eureka Summer Program. I was so excited for every curriculum we got to learn, except for the one called College Bound. I didn't think I was college bound, and so I wasn't excited to sit in a room and listen to somebody talk about all the schools that I couldn't get into, couldn't afford, and would never attend. Up to that point, everyone in my life had told me that I should go to college, but how was 14-year-old me supposed to know how to do any of that by myself? Fayla Johnson was the facilitator of that curriculum, and she's actually here today. Hi. Instead of hearing about all of the same information that always gets passed down about how important it is to get a higher education, I was taught about why it's important and how I could actually do it. Instead of learning about what schools were better than others, like everybody always says, I was taught about the differences between those schools and how to tell which ones worked best for me. I didn't quite know it at the time, but that was the summer that I had decided that I would go to college. When I was 16, I signed up for the full College Bound program. There, I was given a pressure-free space where the only thing that was expected of me was that I try my best. I was given individual support by facilitators and staff who cared about me and believed in me. I was given the resources and the knowledge to create a plan for my future and all the support and guidance I needed to carry out that plan. Now I'm 17 and I've been accepted to 4 universities and have confirmed that I will be going to Cal State Fullerton this fall as a first-gen student. It was Girls Inc. that helped me realize that I was in fact college bound, and that motivated me and supported me along the whole way to ensure that I would never forget that. I know that the future will come with many stresses and challenges, but I'm absolutely sure that with Girls Inc., I'm never gonna have to navigate through them alone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jessie. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to all of our Girls Inc. graduates, class of 2021. Thank you to everyone who was able to join us here this evening, our supporters, our donors, our fans, our girls, our family members, Girls Inc. staff, former staff. Thank you so much for being here this evening and taking part in this celebration. As we close out our program, for those of you who are grad supporters, fans, mentors, if you want to drop some advice for our girls going off to college into the chat box, what do they need to know to carry them off to have a successful experience in college? Put that in the chat box right now. We send you all the support and all of the hugs and all of the wonderful well wishes that we possibly can. Girls, you have bright futures ahead of you. You are all strong, smart, and bold. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And we're so excited to see everything that you are going to do and everything you are going to become.